Anybody here from the public would like to speak?
Not tonight, I'm sorry. That's the next part of the agenda.
Okay, well, it's at the top here, right?
Yeah, this is the,
Pardon?
just so they can comment. That's all that's.
Did you sign in then, did they?
Yeah, after we do the election of office.
Okay, third item on the agenda is election of officers, nomination for the board president.
I nominate Ed Greer.
Second.
This is moved and properly seconded. Is there any in readiness? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do we need a roll call vote on that?
Hickey,
Yes.
Rickett,
Yes.
Sharptiger,
Yes.
Harding,
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Okay, we got the motion, to approve the board president.
We got you there for that. Who's the vice president?
The vice president, okay.
I
Nominate
nominate
Ted Sharptiger.
I second it.
Moved and seconded, Ted Sharptiger be the, vice president. Get a roll call vote on that?
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharptiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Okay.
I'll nominate Mark Hickey as secretary. Second.
Been moved and properly seconded, Mark Hickey be the secretary. A roll call vote?
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey,
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharptiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Okay. We'll move on then to, item 5. Motion to set the time, date, and place for the 2020 regular, recreation board meetings.
I make motion that we keep it on the third Wednesday. I'm gonna suggest 5:30 and see what happens with that time period and keep this room as our meeting place.
I'll go 5:35. If you go 5:35,
Okay,
that should be okay.
I'll accept that. I'll accept the 5:35.
Okay, can we get a second to that,
Second.
been moved and proper second that our monthly meetings be the third Wednesday of the month at 5:35 p.m. Any other readiness? Not, I guess we're ready to vote.
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharptiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Pardon?
That's not even.
Okay, we want to talk about the, work sessions.
I'll make a motion that we do work sessions on the first Monday of the month at 5 o'clock. Mark, would that work?
That'll be fine.
Okay, on the first Monday of the month at 5, on a quarterly basis rather than every month.
Okay.
So it's 4 times a year.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can we get a second?
Or then, no, always a special meeting we have.
Okay, all right.
Okay, can we get a second to that?
Second.
Move the proper second, roll call please.
Harding.
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yeah.
Sharptiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, if I speak.
Yeah.
To the board, we didn't have a work session in January because of the holiday. If it's okay for our first one, instead of January, I'd like to have it in February. We have a lot to do in February.
It's fine.
If that's okay with
What would
everybody.
this one, that would be?
February 5th, Wednesday, February 5th, we have a work session instead of January since it's a holiday.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant I'll try and amend that then to a Wednesday. I apologize.
That's all right, we got it Wednesday. When, now?
It's gonna stay on Wednesdays.
Okay.
That was my error in speaking.
If we could, for the first one, instead of, obviously, we didn't have one in January, I'd like to have one on February 5th. That's okay with everybody. And then we'll go every 4, 7, 10, 4, 7, and 10 1. And then obviously the special meeting is needed.
That's it. That's okay.
Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay, no problem?
No.
Alrighty.
I'd like to make a motion, we designate Steve Pedro as our official board spokesperson.
Seconded.
Move the proper second. Roll call vote please.
Harding,
Yes.
Vicky.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Shartiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn the reorganization meeting and move to the regular meeting.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote.
Harding.
Yes.
Vicky.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Shartiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Okay. I guess now we go to public comment.
Meeting
Go
agenda.
to the meeting agenda, okay. Okay, meeting agenda approval.
I make a motion, accept it. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Harding.
Yes.
Vicky.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Shartiger.
Yes.
Greer.
Yes. Approval of the minutes from the December 4th, 2019 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Harding.
Yes.
Vicky.
Yes.
Rickett.
No. Where are those minutes?
I thought you were back when we got mail.
Just follow that.
I thought it was you're on.
Just move on.
I'll amend my motion then to table that till the next time we meet.
Second.
Roll call, tabling the,
Harding.
Yes.
Vicky.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Shartiger.
Yes.
Greer.
yes. Okay, I guess now we go to public comment.
Okay, where are we
You
as
want to say
far
your name,
as?
please, ma'am?
I'm sorry?
State your name.
Oh, Kathy Reiser, 831 Reservoir Drive Northeast. Where are we on the, resi survey for option 1 or option 2? What is the status?
Steve, you want to respond to that?
We have completed the survey, we have all the information, we are meeting in our work session to look at all the names, and we've been checking, I've had staff go over the addresses here, and our board is gonna meet together to go over that. And then in our meeting in February, we should have the information there.
Okay,
Okay?
because I'm gonna put that information out on, my webpage,
That's fine.
Historic Reservoir. Drive.
How many voted?
Less than 500.
That's why we should have a referendum or just put it on the ballot, because we voted to maintain it and, we paid for that, and it was taken from us. So should we have that in the November?
That's something to discuss, our board needs to
Instead of,
discuss.
because for one thing, the surveys were not adequate, not really enough time, and
We advertised it for 3 weeks, and then it
We
ran.
had 3 weeks.
I know, but the thing is,
You voted one day.
but the thing is, a lot of people aren't on the computer, they don't get paper.
You were down here at the rec center also. Print copies. You were at the senior center, print copies.
I had to tell people that I would think would see it in the paper, I had to tell them that it was there. Just wasn't adequate enough, I think it should be on the ballot to be fair, because I believe it was taken unfairly from us. So I think we should have a chance to vote either with a referendum or put it on the ballot so we can skip a referendum.
I think, I'm gonna take note of everybody's comments, and we'll discuss some things
Okay.
as we move forward.
My name is Carol Connolly.
You need to please come in and, you have to come up here and sign it, before you
You want
speak.
to state your name, ma'am?
Yeah.
You want to state your name, who you
Carol
are?
Connolly.
Okay.
You can come up here, sign it.
Is there any other comments in regards to, the other public comments?
Yes, I'm signing.
Okay. comments, ma'am?
Yes, but I do think it would be a good idea to really have a fair vote citywide. And I think the only way to do that is put it on the ballot. Because, so many people just, like tonight, I talked to several neighbors, oh, they would like to come, but they can't. And so many people just didn't see the advertisements in the paper. And, my experience, when I helped take the, our survey to the neighborhood, it just overwhelmed me how many people wanted the resi back and were angry, expressed anger and sadness that it was gone. And I think it would just be a fair thing to put it on the ballot.
Sir?
Yes, it's James Houseau, 2443 Wittenberg Avenue Southeast in Massillon. And just have a couple of questions that I don't really need responded to tonight, but I'm just talking as a taxpaying citizen of the city, not anything more than that, but trying to understand our government a little bit better. And I am confused somewhat. The autonomy of the park board seems to be, to me as a citizen, it seems to be tossed back and forth like a tennis ball. And we say the park board is autonomous, it seems like from the administration and from the council when it's convenient. Yet we're looking at Duncan Plaza and the administration and council are saying that the park board approved carte blanche anything they want to do. Well, I'm confused because that was not even determined to be a park until about 30 days ago. So how can you go through as a park board, and I'm just trying to understand, I'm not criticizing anyone. I'd like to understand, how can you go through as a park board, approve Mr. Picard to do architecture work? I was here in that meeting when you approved that. You didn't know that was a park. How is that a valid vote of this park board? And again, just trying to understand. And when was the vote to let the administration and city council go carte blanche on what is deemed a park now? And how do they have the right to do that? And if you're going to turn that responsibility that has been said it's on the five of you, if you're going to turn that for Duncan Plaza and let them do whatever they want to do, I'm not saying I'm even against it. I just don't understand how we can continue to cross the lines back and forth between autonomy and the city running this park board. It's confusing to me. If that's the case, why don't we use the resources of the city? Why don't we stretch that out to the reservoir? Why doesn't the city get involved? Put some money into it and get out there and take care of the reservoir part. Again, it's just confusing. I don't think I'm confusing it as a citizen. I think it's coming across as confusing from the administration, from the city council, from this park board. If you're autonomous, why aren't you taking care of and making decisions on Duncan Plaza? And how many times are we going to volley this responsibility back and forth out of apparent, or it appears to be, convenience whenever it fits, and someone doesn't want to have to explain themselves? Very confusing as a citizen. I don't think something is right. Thank you.
I agree.
I do have one question about Duncan Plaza. It's been bringing up on your old business. Now that it's deemed a park, old business, by the law director. I wasn't here in 2017. My understanding is that we were going to give $125,000. Is that correct?
That was what was asked of us, yes.
And that was voted on.
The park board allowed the city to seek funding for the project.
Okay.
And then as soon as that happened, and I'm not going to elaborate because I don't know what happened then, that's when Is It a Park came up.
Okay.
So then, it took that long, so.
Okay. So we're on the hook for $125,000.
I was told we are not, and since it expired after, this happened in 17, and it's been so long, the last I was told, Mr. Bailey told me,
But the board has not rescinded $125,000, that's my point.
no, they have not, and I have, let's.
We need to do
Yeah,
that.
can we look into the minutes before we do that? I'm fine with doing that.
Okay.
Let's look into the minutes, and then for the, we can take action at our work session, and that would probably be the one
Because if
thing.
you don't do that,
Yes,
then it has to go out for bid.
yeah.
Because by by council's rule, anything over 50,000 has to go out for bid. So,
So does the architect.
You got a question, man?
Yes. In one of the council meetings, I heard the mayor say, and Josh probably has it on video, that they're not gonna take $125,000 from Park and Rec, but the city is gonna take $100,000 out of general fund for Duncan Plaza. You guys are out of the picture as far as giving them $125,000.
we're not out there, we said.
Yeah, let me get that put together for our work session, Mr. Hickey will take care of that.
Any other comments from the public? Okay, number 5, approval of expenses, report, first December 20th, P&R expense report.
I'll make a motion to approve the December 19th Park and Rec expense report for $234,578.04.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharpsheider.
Yes.
Weir.
Yes. Number 2, December 2019 Legends expense report.
I'll make a motion to approve the December 2019 Legends expense report for $48,452.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharpsheider.
Yes.
Weir.
Yes. Okay, approved. Okay, we'll go to number 6, old business. Any old business? Steve? Any old business, anyone?
I brought it up under Duncan Plaza, that's all I have.
Okay, anybody else? Hearing none, we move on to new business. Bill rental requests, Chief?
We have a field rental request from Massillon ASA. Their residents that play in this are all Massillon residents. That's a requirement that they have. And they've been playing in our fields 4, 5, and 6 at Community Park for about 10 or 12 years now. They do volunteer their time. And as you can see, the letter. Did you get the letter? Yes, they're requesting that they don't pay, they haven't paid a rental fee for those fields because of the work that they do down there with us. It's been a pretty good relationship with them. They play on the weekends mostly. There are some games during the week, but they really take care of the place. The citizens, the parents are very involved with this program.
How about the liability insurance? Do we, is that under us?
They carry theirs and we have our own, it covers our parks, but they do carry liability insurance.
I'll make a motion that we approve the field rental request.
Second.
Move to file for second, roll call, please.
Harding,
Yes.
Hickey.
Yes.
Rickett.
Yes.
Sharpsheider.
Yes.
Weir.
Yes. Okay, number 2, approved, Legends kitchen flooring, not to exceed 17,000.
That's all right, thank you.
The kitchen floor at the Legends is, 20 old, is 1994, 25 years old, 20. So we, it's been passed over time. We've had it inspected. As you can see, the letter from the health department, they've kind of, they knew we were looking to get it fixed, over the last few months, so they gave us a break on some things, but I don't want to say a break, they didn't, they told us, you can see in the letter, they're expressing their interest that we need to get this fixed. And as long as we were seeking, contractors to do it, they passed us on some things, but we need to get that floor repaired.
I'll make a motion to approve the Legends kitchen flooring not to exceed 17,000.
Second.
Move to proper second.
Steve, I got a question here. When was this done? November 6th, 2019? From the health department?
No, January, well, she dated it today, she gave us the copy today. It was done, yes, November 6th, I'm sorry. That was their last date of inspection.
This should probably come up in the December meeting.
Absolutely. When I talked to the health department, he said, as long as we were looking at these things, you know, they gave us this letter, from that day and dated it today. As you can see, we have three estimates, or, two are similar. I'm gonna talk to Carrie and Steve. But the one of the lowest bid is the one that has done some work there, but, you know, they got the bids out, or they got the estimates out. And then there's one that's extremely high, so talk to Carrie and Steve.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call, please.
Harvey?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Rickett?
Yes.
Sharpshooter?
Yes.
Rear?
Yes. Okay, we'll go to board reports. Joe?
The month of December, a little not difficult, but the holidays and the young fellows on vacation for part of the month, but the new lights and all the wiring and resi tennis courts is done. The lights are working. We're going to line tomorrow. Cleaned all the equipment up, finished most of the leaves and parts, just weather stuff this a little bit. Working on cleaning up the fence line against that park along 21, there's a bunch of dead trees, vines, brush. Fellows are doing a really good job on it. We're doing an assessment of all the parks for repairs, needs, and improvements. I'm halfway done, should finish up the rest of it by the end of this week. The maintenance of the equipment's being done on days when it's raining, or it's extremely cold, if we haven't had been many of them lately. And we have some trees that fell, Kendall Park, on top of South Civil Park. The fellows went out and got cut up and taken away.
Any questions from any member of the board with regards to Joe's report? Okay. If not, then we'll move on to Carrie Lowry. If she's not here, somebody here in her place?
I'm in place. My name is Steve Galpino. I'm the executive chef and food and beverage manager at the Legends.
Okay.
I kind of fill in for Carrie when necessary. I guess our 2019 total revenue was $1,206,376.
What was that again?
$1,206,376.80. The expenses was $1,115,145.15. For a profit of $91,231.
$91,000 what?
$91,231.65.
Okay, thank you.
Looking ahead to 2020, she brought in 4 new leagues, some in addition to the ones we brought in last year. We also have 4 new outings, and I'm constantly taking calls each day on booking events that come in the season. Most of them have been people that have been at prior events. They heard about us, they're coming back, they like it so much.
Do you have any idea how many leagues are going to be down there this year?
I think it's 19 now?
19 new leagues or 19?
19 total. I think we had 15 total last year and 4 additional ones.
Is there still time for leagues to get into deadline or when?
There's not a deadline, but I think where you can put them is going to be pretty slim. I don't know where we're going to put them. We're doing memberships that are coming in. That should be taken off here at the beginning of March.
I know they've got a problem with some of the sand traps. You have any ideas as to how many sand traps were repaired last year?
I do not have that number.
Most of the sand traps will be on the north end of the course this year.
About 5 to 7 a year, depending on how big they are.
So you don't know how many were repaired last
There
year?
were 7 last year. Yes, sir.
How much of that 91 goes towards the debt retirement?
2%.
2%.
that's audited.
So out of 500,000, they paid 1,800 each.
We,
Okay, questions from, John for the, golf course? If not, we'll move on to Terry Earl from the senior center.
The senior center, would like to thank the board members that came to the Christmas lunch. It was nice to see the board to represent the board. Also, things are going really well. I'm still selling the 2020 memberships on a daily basis. Those have been going pretty well. Picked up quite a few new members this year. Some are still renewing their memberships. I give them a couple months to get in. Sometimes it's tough for January and February, so I know my older members will renew. I've been working, filling my calendar for the year, and once again, the nursing homes have been phenomenal on jumping on sponsorships and supporting the senior center. So we've got a lot of new activities planned for this year. A couple new events will be going on the calendar that we will be hosting for fundraisers.
Let's go down there and start a Midwest club. You think we could get a little more diversity?
I know we've talked about that, but you know, I have a lot of African-American members. I mean, I really do. It's not that we're turning them away, and they're welcome to come in and join us at any time, but I am, you know, getting.
A lot of us don't play euchre, you know, which I understand is a big game now, which is fine, but.
Why not?
I mean,
Well,
you're
we play different
welcome.
games. We play different games. Well, why other people don't play Midwest? So why not?
I like Midwest.
Okay, well, a lot of people, don't play euchre.
I don't know what it is, to say the truth.
Well, I think that's part of it, the fact that some of the, like I say, we don't play euchre as a whole, you know. So we have other types of games that we usually play. Midwest is one of them, you know. Tonk. So I think some of the things that you do, you know, is something that we normally don't, you know, I'd say.
I'm willing to add anything to my calendar and set a time and a date. We would just have to have somebody like yourself come in to, you know, oversee it and run it so that, you know, because I can't set up something that I'm not aware of what it is.
Yeah, I had mentioned something to the church that, they said, well, if there were some different kinds of games, they wouldn't mind, you know, coming over. I mean, they.
Are those card games that
They're
you're
card
talking
games,
about?
yes. So maybe we can sit down and talk and.
Right, definitely. I'm not opposed to that because I have mornings or, you know, some afternoons that I could definitely fit that in.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your report, thank you. Steve?
I put together back a few pages for you, and it says accomplishments, but it's not for a pat on the back. I want you to know exactly what's been done in the parks. I'm gonna go over some of them. If you see something you want to ask me about, please do. As you all know, we had the new sand fillers in the pools. And one thing that we did, we had 2 staff members attended training, teaching those with physical and mental disabilities how to swim or enjoy the water. And you know, we're trying to be all inclusive and helping anybody enjoy the rec center or the park and everything we do. So that was pretty important. I think it's a pretty good accomplishment to have someone on staff to be able to do that. Our summer playground program was it did really well this past year. We had a couple new people, and they did a really great job of organizing that. And you can see that we got the new free weights in the fitness room. That has gone really well. We're continuing to rotate bad equipment out. We're pretty solid right now. There's a few things that we may need to look at over the next year or two. But we're doing pretty good in there. You all know that we had to purchase a new mower for the parks department. The old one, or the previous one, kind of died on us. Got a great deal on it. Got an $85,000 mower for $49,000 when it was all said and done with the state contract. Genshaft Park, the work that was done down there by the Genshaft family, greatly appreciated, greatly accepted, the players love it. If you've been down there, you can see, you know, it looks like a really nice ball field. They're putting the sod along the sides of the dugouts and up the baseline really makes it look different. I know some of you have been there. If you get a chance this spring or summer, go take a look at it. It's just, it looks really good. The place has been there since 1984, and I can tell you, I played a lot of ball down there, and I know a lot of you have as well. The way it looks now is second to none around here. And we talked about Bullet Field and Canton and how great it looked. We're there with them. We have some things that we want to continue to do down there, but we're moving forward down there, make it a little bit better. Another important thing that Joe's really taking this by the horns. The playground mulch, which is important. Every 2 to 3 years, that playground mulch has to be replaced. You know, you can't just use regular mulch. They have a way they mulch it up. It's just better for kids. It's not as sharp edges. We have a rotation now. About every 2 or 3 years, they'll be replaced. And that's a recommendation from Ohio Parks and Recreation, ODNR, that's what everybody wants you to do, from our insurance as well. They check that mulch, so we have to keep up on that. It's not the cheapest mulch in the world. We can do 3 or 4 every year, 5, you know, we have 30 parks. There are a lot of playgrounds in those parks, so we try to keep up on those in a rotation. So a couple pictures there, Dan Shaft, again, you can see the turf there, the rest, they redid the restrooms and the fields. You know, if you look at those pictures, they did a great job. The senior center, we did get new furniture from the hospital. This is going good. We got a new carpet down there. Next is painting down there. I'm talking to some painters, trying to get some community service done, and we'll buy the paint and get some painters, not necessarily from the court program. I have a couple of painters that I know that are willing to donate their time to come in and do some painting down there for us. And Steve mentioned the legends. Any questions?
Did we respond and send thank you letters to Mr. Kinshaft in regards to all that they've done down there?
Yes, I did. I also asked to see him in person, and he's a very humble person, and I was denied that. So, but it's just how he is. His engineering supervisor told me, he knows you guys are appreciative and we're good. So, what we did, I did send him a card, or a letter and a card.
Yeah, I think they worked pretty excellent. Like I said, restrooms upgraded, it's first class.
Which side of the, was it the south side, east side? That was the 13 traps were put in for the Legends this past year?
It was all over the course, Mark. We didn't do, yeah, there were a couple on the south, there were some on the south and the north, or I'm sorry, and the east. But we will focus on the north this year.
Is it gonna be about the same 13 traps?
We'll look at that. It was, no, it was 13. There were a couple, there were some small ones here, but probably, I'm guessing 7 or 8. Depending on how big they are. And I know Greg still wants to eliminate a couple of the traps that are in kind of non-play areas.
Okay.
Or where we would like them not to be in play. I think you and I are out there if you don't.
Is he planning on putting in grass traps or?
Yeah, well, you take the sand out, but you have to take the drainage out. You have to do everything. Then you plant grass, and he did a pretty good job with 3 of them last year. You wouldn't even know it was bunker there one time.
The rates for the bulk of that, are they going to be the same as they were last year?
Yeah. Well, I take it, we're gonna talk about that in February. Gary was unable to come tonight because she had a personal issue. We will talk about that in February, if there are any changes.
Another thing I think you could mention is the fact that we would use the media, especially the Independent this year, because every week we have the articles in there about the parks or about different theme things. Today, I heard Lisa on the HBC, she did an excellent job there. So I think the use of the media and really helped us get the message out and let people know what the heck's going on. So it might be something you might mention. It doesn't really fit here.
If I may speak on that. Mr. Harding volunteered to do that. If any of you would like to do an article or speak about something about the parks, you know, you're welcome to do that. I think Mr. Harding would be willing to take a break for a week, even if you want to do that. He's doing a great job. We did article in every park in the city, including the rec center, golf course. We've done them all. So we're going to do a little bit of history this year in our articles. in our brochure, just to give people, I'm finding more and more things. Yesterday I found a stone marker that's not at the entrance of the Bottoms anymore, because the Bottoms entrance used to be somewhere else. There's a stone marker with a plaque on it. But little things like that, just to educate myself and us and our community.
Now, we're gonna recognize several people in regards to the Genshaft Park. Where's the status of that?
Those will be ready in the spring, and we'll have an opening and put the plaques up.
Who again are we gonna recognize?
Bob Earl, Clyde Shankle, Joe Weaver, 3. And that's something, that can be an ongoing project, you know, over time, if we find someone, you know, there's plenty of people we could recognize, we could fill a wall down there. You know, but, you know, those were the first 3 that, you know, I can tell you, you know, you all know, Joe was very instrumental in getting Genshaft, along with a lot of other people, moving from the Agathon right where we're at here, so. And Clyde threw everybody out of the softball team that he could, and, you know, there are plenty of people. Bob Earl was down there and ran the leagues. There are plenty of people that we could recognize, and we can continue to do that over time.
Okay. Questions of Steve? Hearing none, I guess we have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.